Cup.
Hello everybody, this is my mom Brooke and I'm Roland, and we're gonna see all these plants. And she got a plant coaster. Let's get started.
So hi and hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brooke.
Welcome back to my channel.
Yeah, our channel.
My name is Roland and this is Brooke, my mom, and she's a plant studier today.
Today I'm a plant studier, a plant collector, more like, right? Yeah. Okay, so today we're going to do a plant haul. Green Acres, which this is not sponsored, even though it's like perfectly placed. They can if they'd like to. And Plants and Planters in Richardson, Texas. We went on an adventure today. Which plant store was your favorite? Green Acres or Plants and Planters?
Green Acres.
Green Acres? Why was Green Acres your favorite?
Because they had those cute, adorable frogs.
Oh, the frogs, yes. So we have the little...
They also had beautiful plants, but I don't care about that.
Yeah, you don't care about that. You just cared about the little frogs.
Yeah,
but
I care about plants too.
Okay, so we're all going to take a chill pill and relax now. Yes. And we're going to look through some plants. Which would you like to show them first? From which store? Hold on, Green Acres or Plants and Planters?
Green Acres.
Green Acres, okay.
Oh, 3 plants.
We did
3 beautiful ones.
We got 3 plants from Green Acres in Irving, Texas. I have shared them or been there many times and have purchased plants from them. So they're always a great option if you're in the Irving area. Now, this first one, it's actually a duplicate of mine, but do you know what this is?
No, but I do look it's beautiful, but I agree with that.
Okay, you agree with that. So this is a Queen Anthurium, Warwickwianum.
Queen Anthurium, that sounds beautiful.
Yeah, can you say Warwickwianum?
Warwickwianum.
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 Yeah, there you go.
That's hard to say.
It is very hard to say, but this is the Anthurium Warwickwianum. Yes, I have one in my collection already, and it is far larger. I purchased it last year in Florida. I purchased it in Florida last year from a native plant shop, and it was really great. Like, the plant is really nice. It was nice, but each new leaf, it's just a little bit of a struggle to care for and really figure out how to care for it. Yeah, exactly. And it's a little bit up and down. So these I actually saw at their sale in February.
Yeah, February.
Yep. And
that's what she said.
Yep. And instead I got the King Beechii. They did have these available, but they were a lot smaller. So they actually, I waited a little bit and got them a little bit larger. So this is a pretty large leaf there versus the ones down below. So this was $70. I picked it up. We're going to see about this one. My other one is in a self-watering planter in my soilless mix. But I will be moving that one to that eventually. And I think I'm going to keep this in my greenhouse cabinet. So my other Queen Anthurium sits in our bedroom in a southwest facing window. That's my Queen Anthurium that I got. Then 2 random plants that I got, which I don't even know what one of them is. This is a mini philodendron snowdrift.
That is so cute.
Super tiny. Probably overpaid for this one. I'm not going to lie, because then we went to Plants and Planters and they had a large one for $40. And so this was $20. I don't know. I just thought it was really precious. And I do think that they're pretty plants. And at some point, I just stopped finding them. And then the other one was this assorted one, which I think this is I don't know. I'm not even going to pretend. I thought it was like a philodendron marmalade or something like that. No, it's $20.
Oh, it's $20. I thought it was $200.
He's panicking. No, this is $20. Maybe I'll show a video up close of this one if somebody can identify it. I don't think it's a Prince of Orange. It is a philodendron. That's all I basically know. But they did have a few other orange marmalades. It could even maybe be, no, it can't be a painted lady. Yeah, I don't know. So I just picked it up as a random. But again, this is a snowdrift. I know this is a snowdrift. It did have a tag actually in it that stated that it was a philodendron snowdrift. But I can tell by the foliage. So I will probably be repotting these and sticking them in my greenhouse shelving unit. This is my haul from Green Acres. So I got the Anthurium Queen, and then this random guy right here, and then this little philodendron snowdrift. They had a ton of other plants that you, I'm sure, would have loved. A lot of different rare plants is why I visit there. Just uncommon ones that are harder to find. So obviously like the Warwickwianum. They did have a lot of other anthuriums. I did not take any video there, by the way, sorry. But they had some philodendron strawberry shakes. I've personally never been a fan of those. I think just because it seems like it's the same as a pink princess a little bit, with its like spotty variegation. And then they had a ton of, I don't know, like larger plants. So they did have some Monstera aureas. Those were $2.75 for some of their Monstera aureas. They were a little bit larger in like a 6-inch pot, and looked to be well off. But I didn't pick any of those highballers out. I just got these little guys. Moving on, that was Green Acres. And again, I did not take footage of their selection, unfortunately. You'll just have to go in person and check them out. Now, plants, and planters, I think is what it's actually called. I did take some video, and so I'll show you some like vertical videos here because it is a beautiful setup and it is a greenhouse area for sure. And so I went in there with one specific plant in mind to see, and it was, oh, I guess I can just put this down now. This guy. This is the mutant Mandula. So I do have a Mandula pothos. I have quite a few Mandula pothos, and I like them. They're very pretty and they're very bubbly, and just the variegation on them are very pretty. I don't know how to describe it. It's not splotchy. It is patches, not splotches, if that makes sense. It's the same reason that I like the Philodendron Brazil a lot. But this is a pothos. So this is an epiprimnum. Is it an epiprimnum? It's a pothos. But this is a beautiful, just mutant version of that, apparently mutated version of the Mandula. So it definitely has longer leaves than the Mandula pothos does, because again, the Mandula is bubbly, which I have a Mandula sitting there. This is a Mandula pothos. This is a tiny little cutting from it, from my mother plant. But you can see how bubbly their leaves are, and how long these leaves are. They're just very different. But this one, I would say, I guess it does have a lot more splotches in this patch. My mother plant actually is a lot more just solid areas like this Mandula right here is. But this is basically it. So I guess it's just a mutated version of the Mandula pothos. This one was $40. I also forgot to say the reason I went today is it was no tax day, apparently. I don't know if that's like a thing, but it was. And so yeah, I picked up this one, again, $40. I thought it was really pretty. I will be taking it out of the soil that it is in, the same for all of these guys, and putting it in my soilless mix. But I just thought this was really a pretty plant, very pretty plant, and uncommon. And then I got this plant. This is not an uncommon plant by any means. This is a Syngonium Winlandii, or Winlandii, I guess. I have seen this around for several years, and I just always thought that it was pretty. I actually really like Syngonium. I had at one point several in my collection, and I've dwindled it down to just one. So I have my Albo Syngonium. That's really all that I have right now, because Philodendron overtook it. But I always thought that this was just a really pretty variety of it. It almost, I don't know, it kind of looks like you know, when you're running and you want somebody to see you, that's what it looks like. Like it has a shiny just stripe right down the middle vein, and it has this dark velvety foliage. And so yeah, it's really pretty. It is a climber. They are relatively easy to care for. I treat them the same way as most of my Philodendron pothos, by letting them dry all the way out and hardly giving them any care, I feel like. In the past, they have been pretty easygoing. I know that there are some varieties that are harder to take care of Syngonium wise, but The ones that I have had in my collection are very basic and are very easy to care for. So I am curious to see if this one will be that easy, but it was velvet and I thought that that's what drew me to it. And I had seen them in store, so this was $13. And actually at Plants and Planters, all their plants were 20% off, house plants. And so I just decided to pick it up, and we'll see how it does in my collection. My Syngonium albo is on a moss pole, so these are climbers, and I know that they will do really well if you let them climb. So the last two plants that I picked up at Plants and Planters, I'm actually going to need to clear off my table for, because they were clearance plants, and they were clearanced for a reason. So my last two plants from Plants and Planters are these Varicosum. So I got these two clearance Varicosum because they have spider mites. Yes, and I took them on. So yeah, they were clearanced at $12. And so I decided to take a chance and try to revive them. I have a Varicosum. It's right here in this terracotta pot, hanging. And I really love them. I think that they're beautiful. Right next to it is an El Choco red. And the Varicosum is a little bit tricky to care for, I will admit. I couldn't figure out the light-water ratio.
I'm done.
Okay, hold on. I couldn't figure out the light-water ratio with it. So it's sitting here for right now. I'm not really sure. Not really sure where I'm going to move it to, but for right now it's sitting there. But I picked these two up because, I don't know, they were $12 and I really wanted to try and revive them. So what I think I might end up doing is chopping them, because one is actually like a little bit longish vining. It's vining for sure. And then this one is upright. But we're going to treat them. We're going to use Jackstead Bug Brew, and I will wash the plant down. I will take all of the soil off. I will not leave a single piece of that soil in there on the plant. And then I will probably put them just directly in water to let them sit and to make sure that I rid the spider mites. Because what I have found in the past dealing with spider mites is I can take the soil off and all of that and clean it, but they're very difficult and persistent. And so if I can just keep them in water where I know the spider mites can't survive, and then just spray them down consistently and often, I think I should be able to rid them of them. But for right now, I'm keeping them isolated. That's why they're here, very far away from my other plants. I even had them like keep them separate at checkout so that they didn't put them in with my good plants. And I will be spraying all of these plants down, by the way. I mean, realistically, every time you purchase a plant and bring one home, no matter who you're purchasing it from, you definitely should spray it down with like a neem oil or Jackstead Bug Brew to kill off anything that could be lurking, and then maybe isolate it for a little bit. I have not done that in a very long time because, number one, this is the first time I've really purchased plants, I would say, in a really, like a fairly decent time. Now, I know I just did a big box store thing, or not a big box store, but I got a Hoya carrii, a couple of them, and propagated them, but I've never brought home like this many plants in a while. And so I will definitely be spraying them down, removing all the soil off of them, and just watching them and isolating them a bit, especially since I know that these two have spider mites. But yeah, that was it. Those were my two Varicosum. Now, last thing.
This is Gardner, the Gardner planter. Okay, he is very handsome. I got this guy from Tipsy Gardener.
Oh, the Tipsy Gardener.
I'm gonna put him in soil. Oh, look at those big roots.
Whoa, those are really good, solid roots.
Oh, bye everybody. Again, I'm Wrong and this is Brooke. So, if you want to watch more of our videos, so just subscribe and find our names so you can find more of our videos. Bye everybody.
We'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time. Bye.